Ready to the Township Trustee Board meeting in session. We'll do the minutes.
Yep. On April 8th at 6 p.m., the Union Township Board meeting with Tammy Powell, Deanna Thomas, Russell Kepke, and Matt Finke. In attendance from the public was Garrett Pesarisi. Meeting minutes from the March meeting was read by myself. Motion accepted made by Deanna, seconded by Russell. Motion carried 3-0. Public comments, there were no public comments. Fire report, Garrett provided the board with the KFB updates for March. You know that there have been more in-house training due to seasonal availability, and that the tanker truck contract has been signed and down payment made. Chassis scheduled to be available by the end of 2026, completion around summer 2027. For park business, Dean requested permission to paint the doors in the bathroom. Motion made by Russell, seconded by myself. Motion passed 3-0 as Dean abstained. Dean also requested permission to seek estimates for a ramp to be constructed to the park pavilion. Motion made by Russell, seconded by myself. Motion passed 2-0 as Dean again abstained. Old business, motion made by Russell to approve Brian Thomas as the park manager, seconded by myself. Motion passed 2-0 as Dean abstained. Motion made by Russell to approve park manager pay of $500 a month for the period of May 1st to October 1st, seconded by myself. Motion passed 2-0 as Dean abstained. Dean ran quotes for tennis court refurbishment and is awaiting more quotes to come in. Discussion was also held about repurposing half the baseball field concession stand for a trustee's office. For new business, Tammy provided more details about the proposed trustee merge, stating that nothing would happen until 2029. She also asked for permission to donate $1,000 to the Kiwanis Library for the summer reading program. Motion made by Russell and seconded by Deanna. Motion carried 3-0. Tammy also requested permission for the board to advertise the township budget in the Rochester Sentinel as required by state law. No motion required. Board members signed the required document to approve. Battery backup was discussed for the park camera system. Also, a request was made by Tammy to give Don Zemek a key to the community center to facilitate early voting. Motion made by Russell, seconded by Deanna. Motion carried 3-0. Motion to move the next meeting to June was made by Russell, seconded by Deanna. Motion carried 3-0. Then a motion to adjourn was made by Deanna, seconded by Russell. Motion carried 3-0. Meeting adjourned at 6:32 p.m.
Public comment.
You need to approve that.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve. Minutes.
I second. No public comments, we'll move on to fire.
All right, 2 reports for you. April's, 1 fire, 1 medical in the township, 10 activities, 5 mutual aid, total of 186 man hours. Again, just finishing out classes to do that. April's training was SCBA search about 2 years ago. Got in air packs, breathing tank on your back. Still getting used to it. Hope not to use them a lot. So it's a good thing you don't have to. But they are different, more technological. Everything's battery powered now. So just familiarizing and we actually made it dark in here and set up a little course space with all the things and stuff. So, fun for all group. That was April. And then May, 2 medicals and 1 extrication in the township. 19 activities in May, 1 mutual aid, for a total of 382 hours. And obviously the big thing being the picnics and sausage breakfast, so probably close to half that hours in. Training in May was extrication, animals in Rochester donated a couple cars. Got to go over and put some cars up. Got some of the newer guys the ability to Our parks. Good thing to know. As far as the breakfast goes, wasn't the best year ever, but it was probably pretty close top 5. We fed 663 people, so it's over the population of the town, which is pretty cool. As far as numbers go. We've been trying to fill out grants. Obviously the truck's a big cost, so our goal is to try to upfit it and get everything else for it to a grant. So that's kind of our mission for you guys to be able to put in the time and the financial effort, things like that, to support us, so we're trying to support back by the new stuff for it. So currently been awarded 2 grants this year. One of them's kind of an oddball. Anheuser-Busch puts out a grant for water. They shut down their beer production for a month, and they just canned water that they give away to responders and stuff all over the US. So we got a pallet of water. We're gonna get 3,000 cans of water next month or 2. So saves us from going and buying cases of water at the store for the hot ones and stuff. So that was cool. And then we just received the REMC Roundup grant last week, actually. It'll go to buying a new radio. We got one member he's been in class in Warsaw for the last 6 months. He started January 2nd, and he drives to Warsaw Tuesdays and Thursdays, 6 to 10. And he will be done at the end of June. So
Awesome.
I'm gonna try to get him the new radios. That's what it is. So that's what I got. Any questions for me? Good.
Just thank you again for all you guys do. Yeah.
Or do you guys need anything for fireworks from us?
Technically, the fireworks are separate from the fire department. I only have been aware of this very shortly. I got made in charge of the fireworks as well. But, yeah, exactly. So the fireworks has a separate account. So the fire department donates the time and the manpower to do it, but the fireworks account is completely separate. It does run on donations. We're actually gonna mail out some donation letters within the next week or so, try to bring in some more. We always ask local businesses, and they usually kick in.
So you're still accepting for this year?
Absolutely. And you'll probably see it either tonight or tomorrow. We're gonna put it on Facebook and then mail out some letters for donations. Obviously, the buckets are around town as well. If you guys want to donate, to be glad.
I make a motion that we can donate.
Okay, that's like that fire.
That's not a big fire.
I'm gonna move this into park.
I don't know much, but. Well, you get the library 1,000.
2,000, nope.
We spend about 4,000 a year, so 1,000 would be plenty.
And what's left would go with the state.
Would go till next year, yeah, that's what's totally separate, is it's a separate account, so if we spend less, it just rolls into next year.
So it's gonna be good.
1,000 $1,000.
We got time, we throw that, and I said, if we got an extra 1,000.
I make a motion and
I'll second.
donate it. I just think that's the bank up there.
This 250th year.
Yeah.
We are, I did put something together for a little bit better finale, some extra red, white, and blues in there, and it's loud pop, so we'll see what goes on.
Nice.
As long as it goes up in the air, that's all I. That's all I got.
No, I got a lot of stuff.
Alright.
Okay, let's start. I did get the grant. Submitted on time, I have work. I called today to see where we were at, so I didn't report tonight when they called me back. The grant was actually for 88,000. For the pickleball and to resurface or redo one of the basketball. So I contacted five different contractors for the pickleball. Um. Sports court. Let's see if I can find it here. His name was Evan, they just don't listen to what I want. Anyway, he was the one that submitted a form to redo the tennis court with a forecourt, and I said I didn't want that with two acceptable wasting space, blah, blah, blah. So he finally come back. But, okay. This is, okay, so it's $61,110 just to do what you can down there at the tennis court.
That's two separate courts,
Yeah, that would just be one side of the tennis court.
so it's just one court.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be two courts,
Two courts, but one side.
one side of the tennis court. Of course, the first one he gave me for the four courts was 83,000. I got a hold of, that was 31, this one's from, AG Sports, it's 31,352, but there was no warranty with it, not at all. And then I have got the other one, so, you know, so we got it between 31,000 and 82,000.
That 82,000, what are they gonna do? They're gonna go in there and grind that old
No.
asphalt off.
No, and I don't know what I did with that quote, but I'll have to make a copy of it. This pickle tile lady gave me a quote to redo half of the court to take all that stuff out, put new asphalt in, blah, 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 it was 127,000.
Oh, correct.
So then I said to everybody, how much is just a new court? Because we've got space between the two basketball courts. I don't think the fire department uses that. So I only got one quote at 71,000. And that's for everything but the lights. Now this, of course, is gonna determine whether we get the grant or not. I don't know. But anyway, for a new court, oh, I did get another one. I think that's what was 31,000. So I got another one from the AG Sport, but they said, and normally in South Bend, they said they don't have the equipment to come and pour the asphalt, so we would have to contact another outfit to pour the asphalt. And this lady said she's gonna do it all. So that's just something to think about, I guess, when I hear from the
Well, when we find out how much money we're gonna get that.
guy. And then I talked to Broken Arrow Paving, because they were in town one day. And I asked them about the basketball courts to resurface it, he said they're in such bad shape that they would just rip it up and redo it for 30,000. For both of them? No. They would leave it
Unless,
up.
unless the base is good there, but, I don't know.
So that's another thing to work on. Nothing simple.
Higher price, you probably put the base down. Grind it down, put the base down.
Yeah.
Grinding that up, recycling, put it down for base, back it down, and put new asphalt over top.
Yeah. Now, if you don't do anything, I mean, if you only get a partial grant, I guess,
Put her under asphalt, so winter time will heave that up and lower it, so your money end up correct.
correct, yeah.
But remember, you have $82,000 in rating it,
Oh,
that you could use also some of that for the park.
Yeah,
well, that was
there's a whole lot of use.
all right,
Yeah, if you get the grant, you have to,
Get fire equipment, that's it.
yeah, well, we're set pretty good with that.
uh,
We got, I didn't print off the other report, I should have
I'm
done
getting
that.
too excited to find out what we got coming in.
Yeah,
right, well, that's what I was gonna say, if I only get a partial grant. I think right now, instead of focusing on, which I really wanna get a pickleball court, I think we need to redo a basketball court, at least, because if you, this one, the goals are falling apart, you know, we fixed one last year. The middle one, where they put the post, there's about this much offset from the cement to the cement's here and the asphalt's here. So I think we need to make at least one of those safe. So nobody gets hurt, but, I mean, that's, I guess.
Let's wait and see what kind of money we get.
Brian, we've done a lot of work down at the park, I've actually known him, but I have a senior that is needing to work 20 hours for a senior project. And I figured, when we get the material, which I gotta figure out how much it's gonna be, I think right now it's $677 for the volleyball pit. All I will need is somebody to help set the post in the ground and cement them. And then I think the senior can do the rest, screw them together, put the hinges on. It's a simple thing, just the volleyball pit, this is what it's called, volleyball. It's a dodgeball.
Get out, get with the times.
It's a dodgeball for the shins. But it's a little Coretta like that.
It's only about a game high.
Yeah,
And
For little kids.
yeah, well,
for,
yeah,
If it gets
It was like dodgeball when I was in middle school, when I
yeah,
come
yeah.
on, grow up, and cry.
But like, a lot of the parks have those, we really like to, I actually called Home Depot, because they have a sign on casting that says something donated by Home Depot, and they give you a $50 gift. And so I just was doing it, I Googled, Lowe's is actually the cheapest for the 2x6s that we need. With that and the hinges and the 8 bags of cement, it comes to $677 for the material, so.
try to build, see if they
Yeah, I haven't got that far to see if we
So where's that gonna go? That's not really big, 20 by 20.
yeah, it's not very big.
It's not very big, you can make them bigger, but I don't think.
Where's that gonna go?
Well. Okay, so we've been out the park a lot and we've been observing and that little merry-go-round that's over here out the park. That is used 80% more than anything. So Brian has been talking to Rich and we would like to move that back into the playground. You know, it has 4 holes.
Yeah. That, you know, yeah, that is playground equipment, it should be.
Yes.
You know,
And then Rich will dig out all the gravel there and I think we'll put the ball pit right there. I mean, we don't need stone or anything, it's just grass, we might have to fill it up with some dirt.
But they, but say,
You can, yeah, but not gravel like they did cast, so,
sand would be the better thing for it, if you put this on.
yeah. But I Googled it, some just said, just the ground and some said sand. So,
I was thinking it'd be a pain to get in there. Mow that grass down.
yeah, well, probably be more out of things, but anyway, that's something I'm shooting for too, if it's still okay that we.
Well, here's on the flip side of that. It's a 20 by 20 sandbox, litter box.
Yeah,
For cats.
I don't think we.
But is it solid or is it dust?
You go put sand in here, you're supposed to.
That is because they put gravel in the one at Caston. And the janitor had to go out and get cat litter out of it all the time, so, yeah.
Limestone, like a baseball field. Crushed limestone. I don't know where you go get it. but
Yeah,
Well, one thing about, you know, kids fall down. We'll put something in there, any loose stuff from other extraction ups and ups.
I think one of
But
Mac,
if they have a crushed brick on baseball,
one of Mac has just dirt in there,
yeah,
and there's no grass in there at all, they play, you know, they
they play
it.
on it enough that it's.
I think they have to weed eat it like until when school starts, because it's not been used that much, but You can get to there when you get it, yeah.
Well, there's stuff you put in there too, like ground pepper, okay, we'll get it in there, you can get in there, stuff like ground pepper.
Well, I definitely know that, I definitely go down there.
Sprinkle a little bit around.
Cat there down there.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of stray cats in town,
Yeah.
so.
So we're starting to get a Chinese person, maybe, so.
Yeah, okay, just a couple more things. There it is. Brian's had a couple calls about the pavilion amendment or resurfacing it, because we all amended. He got a call the other day from some guy that is from the Panhandle nickel plate pathways. And they were checking 3 different communities, they've been down by our park and just wanted to know about it. And if they had to supply toilet paper or anything like that, and wanted to know how much it was, and we told them it was free, so they actually are gonna be here in August, they're gonna be on the whole bunch of them.
Good.
So,
I'd like to, you can
It's
get
a big deal, because there's 50, 60 people.
Yeah.
yeah,
so
Yeah.
I'd love to see it be used.
Yeah,
and then,
It used to be back in the day when we were kids. Of course, I'm not here. But anyway, it was always good.
Yeah.
Wayne tomorrow to get the cement. Wayne's supposed to be digging that walkway out, and all we need is the cement and 4 bags of rock. Everything else between Timmy, Rich, and Wayne and us, we have. So, but he said he needs at least 20 to 21 bags of concrete, so we're gonna go get that tomorrow. And he said in a couple hours, maybe probably an hour to dig it, he's gonna let it set. Said he's gonna dig it out maybe tomorrow, and then we'll take it off. And then Saturday, he'll put the cement in. If, you know,
So when do you think you will need, rework?
well, we won't, I'm going to just have to get paid for it.
I didn't know if we.
We've just been using the debit card.
Yeah,
I'm not sure gonna be here.
No. We just been using, well.
or make a motion.
Yeah. I know I was gonna get it at Eaters. But a couple years ago, we talked to Dave about putting wood underneath the bleachers, because they're sagging, and kickball's supposed to start next week, we'll see. So I'm gonna get we need 17, so I'm gonna get those tomorrow, and Brian and I's gonna go down there, and we set spray today, but I don't know if he contracted to do the bleachers, so. But we're gonna weed all the weeds down and then get those set up
So
well.
was the game start?
Well, it's just open, it's an open field. So I'm gonna try it on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Just to see if we can get people down there. I made flyers, I just haven't been to another town to put them out anywhere. I just been putting it on Facebook.
I forgot to say something, or ask something, is the township gonna take the ball field over, since there's no youth league anymore?
Well, we already had, that part of ours.
Yeah, it's already ours, but
We don't have the kids.
Right,
We don't, we wanna try to keep it up best we can, we don't want to grow up in weeds and have a weed bed.
Well, yeah, the dining area, it does, I go by there a couple times, and I tell you, no. That needs to be sprayed.
We can dig that up. Actually, their brother,
So,
Larry, has got a tiller on his tractor, he done baselines on the go,
yeah,
but we're thinking to do the whole infield like it used to be.
yeah,
And I'd like to somehow, somebody make one or purchase a harrow that you can drag behind a lawn tractor.
oh, yes,
You know, worked up and then re-drag it with the chain link fence that's already down. But if we have something to keep that dirt, you know, just like the farmers do, till over or whatever. It makes it easier to drag and easier to control.
So I've been talking, what I really like to do is have the field available for girls softball and even little league to do some practicing here. And every field I went to, there's no grass in it, so why have it here when they're not used to it? So we can get that filled up and get a Harold. And I've already been down there 4 times to keep it worked up. I don't want it to grow, and I actually, right, think so crazy, but I took that chain link fence and I took 2 garden rakes and I put bricks on them. And I harrowed that myself 3 different times.
Gotta get it, so it's back.
Yeah, so I mean, it helps. But I think I priced one that's, the one we needed was what, Tammy, I don't have my phone, like,
$230 is the one you said.
yeah, was it 230 or 280, but it's a pole behind and.
There has been people asking from other animal control equipment, even would our ball field be available for them to have games on or practice on or whatever?
Absolutely,
I
yeah.
mean, you know, it's a community field, let them come in and use it.
So all the fields like this out here, they have no grass on it.
No,
Just high school baseball, but the other ones do not. Girls softball, things like that.
Grass infield is, it should be on baseball, little league fields too.
What's that?
The grass infield
It is.
is, that's just a baseball thing.
Yeah.
So
So,
grass infield, so that'd be less taken care of, just where they go around between the outfield and this.
softball fields are older, but baseball's still got grass.
well,
It's
yeah,
mostly the softball and little youth league, the girls softball teams that wanna be able to utilize there's our field.
It's outdated, push the button, just push it.
we'll see it again.
See if we can take that grass out of there. Best thing would be to go in there and have weeds sprayed on that infield. And take the outside, regularly, basement, in the back and stuff. You're gonna have a heck of a time keep weeds out there and take the grass out. And like Matt said, softball, yeah, because you're hitting a bigger ball, it's slower. I think you got grass in there, you're running baseball. It hits the dirt, or hits that grass, and it's gonna slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think we can do anything, I think, because when we.
We're gonna have a hard time without buying chemicals, keep that whole inside of that diamond clean. If you wanna take it out with mechanical, fine, but you're gonna be down there. I'll just tell you that right now.
Well, it costs more to get chemicals sprayed than it would be.
You can go right to the farm store or came down there and buy Roundup, when they blow it, you go out there and spray it. It's not a soil contact. Soon as the soil is neutralized, grass weeds take it in, you can. The individual go down there and buy. The chemicals, weeds on the farm, you gotta have a license. But anybody can go buy it.
So you think
I
that
don't
will
buy that
save the
stuff out,
grass
of the
there?
farm store coming in that gallon tub, because that's cut in half. Wherever that rate is, double. And you'll have what we use on the farm for having straight ground. Matter of fact, factory farmers would donate 2.5 gallon jug, and they spray it. I get 300 gallons of stuff.
Yeah,
I want this 2.5 gallons,
yeah.
Yeah, I think that
but you can't have any wind. You got a little wind, it drips off into the grass, now it's legal.
if you're taking that grass out, I think you'd almost need to come in and take it out. Because I think if you're trying to tell it, you're gonna,
You're gonna reseed it.
it's gonna receive, so you're never gonna be able to get that, find enough where
Probably dirt, it's kind of actual dirt underneath instead of the clay and limestone.
Yeah.
You gotta actually kill that.
Yeah, you'd almost have to scrape the entire infield down
Yeah,
and,
Maybe that's something we can put on screen and.
Whatever.
I got, I'll tell you what, I'll just, I ain't doing nothing tomorrow, I'm just up to it, I'm down to. Put Roundup on. Put down the ounces of Jaeger. It needs to be. Somebody got a little line sprayer, when they blow, we go around and spray. Now, there is certain weeds that are resistant to it. Now, there's something right there, there's something about it, add a tool, go around and take that out. Anytime you work that ground, you're gonna run the risk of bringing in weeds.
Good to me, I'm not a farmer, but yeah.
That, I mean, that's safe for the kids, safe for the environment, safe for the animals. I know we have people walk dogs and all that around there. Roundup don't hurt nothing.
so you're gonna round up the
Roundup
grass.
is actually, a lot of people don't know, but Roundup is, first invented trying to come up with soap.
Yeah.
And then like, throw it out the back door, it's like, don't
Grass.
Don't,
Yeah, can we tell it or not?
Flying.
None farmers out there.
yeah, so I,
You put it in a tank, it'll hold. So that's the soap correct.
I only have one more thing, guys, I'm sorry. I am willing to type up something for this. And I think it's time that some of our very few businesses we have in town, but I'd like to take donations to our community.
We can get some money.
And then whoever can donate, will just make little metal plaques and put on the outside of the dog ball pit.
Yeah.
Would that be okay?
I
Okay,
bet there's a big plaque, it's got good, you got the fall festival down there, so that's out there.
yeah,
Yeah,
well, I thought of that too, I mean, after. Because like I told Tammy, I'm turning off receipts to her. I said, we haven't put any money in this park in the 8 years, other than the ball. Basketball, in the 8 years I've been on board, so. And I think it looks nice, it's used all the time.
It is a nice township.
yeah.
Yeah, and I just like to keep it.
Well, how do you guys feel about when the festival is going on? All the campers and stuff, work back here in the grass. There's a lot of them. And I don't know where they were getting water yesterday or last year, but I think some of them was pumping out.
Yeah, I'm sure they do,
Out of one.
out of ours,
A lot of
Yeah.
stuff, you know, they're
Yeah.
on the west side.
yeah,
Which, that's not up to me, but. That's
Well, I
a
think-
lot of them.
right, but I think the town, I
Are
think
we
it
close
gets
to
that.
town about that?
Yeah, but maybe we should approach them again since we've bumped all over the stupid,
Might
Fire
be-
hydrant,
might be a
fire
good
hydrants.
idea to do that.
we give you $6,000 a year, so now you guys give us a break from the water.
Yeah, it's keep on fall festival,
Yeah,
we're township.
Yeah.
And we're paying the water,
yeah,
but yeah, don't hold your breath.
yeah,
Well, we, Dean and I, you know, the cables have been along there with the park, especially on the east side.
There was 3 of them down in Fort Drive.
We stretched them back out. Put plants on the whole of it, that's where they drive, there where the dumpster is.
Yeah.
Go across the walking trail, that's where they'll drive back into a camp. Like I said, I'm not involved in that, but they never put it,
Who's running that, Ashley?
I believe it's Ashley.
we need to have them
Well,
come down
when she
here.
gets here, we need to run her.
well, I thought we kind of had an issue with that last year, where
Yeah, we had a couple of issues with that.
But did we have very many campers down here last year?
Yes,
I would
that's all that was down there.
'Cause I was at permission last year.
Mostly the vendors.
Well, I'm beginning to think, all right, we're gonna go camper, there's gonna be campers down there, we're gonna pay fee.
I thought that's what we talked about last year. I don't know if we ever saw one red cent from.
Yeah, we need to have actually get up here and attend a meeting before this even gets close,
Yeah,
so we get this straightened out.
We'll have to remember that.
yeah,
Well, they say it gets wet back here, I know it does.
it does.
When you go through the gate, but it gets wet up front too, so I
If it rains a lot, it's just whole plate pipe down there, and it just doesn't take it way quick, we ran into that.
And I contacted Jake Field to see if he could tile that, he said, you'd have to do something with the connection right where the road.
Yeah.
That belongs to the town to do that, so if we ever want to do that, that's.
Good as don't have it too at one point as well.
Yeah.
Now, as part of that
And
drive,
then the county down
I don't think.
It ties in town system, out back.
well, out there's one, they're on 17, there's a big tile that's supposed to be right on to that's your. That starts on Einhorn and goes through Patsy Evans.
Okay, well, there may be one, isn't there,
And
did you have
there's a
that?
big 36-inch tile coming from town, goes that way. So town water's gotta go somewhere.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, if it's big enough tile, it's county tile, but they end up with it.
Are you done, Nina?
as part of this driveway over here by Thorn. And then it's that's the
I don't know.
part.
I really don't know, I pulled down in there because there was an access put in there, I pulled down in there. Just because there's a power line or a tree or something down in there, and I stopped and looked at it, and I left, I didn't feel comfortable down there. I don't know, do they use that?
Of course, if you ask Lauren, it won't, we can't, but it probably is partially. Because I think when the Monses lived there, you know, there was more of a road there coming into the park. Because they did park,
Place to enter.
yeah,
If they want to.
Yeah. yeah,
He doesn't maintain it, I mean, not maintain.
well, we mow it, I mean, over to there, so yeah, I can
Just
also,
wondered.
we'll have to look on the GIS.
Well, maybe it's actually here to see what's going on here.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm not trying to get
If
you.
it's all part of that county crew, why then somebody needs to pay us for the water coming off our side of the meter.
Yeah, but I think that years ago, when I was on the township board, that they decided that they would donate the water that was used. I mean, it's not very much.
You want.
No, the township did, because the Carney, when the Carneys first started to come down here, I was on board. You know, they started having more people come, so they started letting them park in the thing. So,
The cost back then versus today.
yeah, but I haven't paid very much of the bill, other than the splash pad.
yeah,
You know, so how are you gonna,
yeah, I don't really think it costs that much to call camper up,
yeah,
people use it all the time.
I don't know if it's coming out of a camper though, or if it's coming up here one of the bins. Or they have to have the water.
it was, the vendors hook in there by where the splash pad is.
So.
Cause that's what we had to put another shut off there.
And then they were being up on the water towers above,
Yes.
with those long strip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's,
So I think it's such a good thing that, you know, it's just minute what they
just need to find a different way to.
Well, if we need to be in charge, that's fine, but if we're getting, the township, people are getting out. Not fair enough.
well, it's not our fault though, if the town would take over that park because there's no school, that's why there's Union Township Park, because the school, you know, the track and the baseball field, you know, yeah,
Well, it's not the point to me that the camper was there. Is when they left last year, I don't think, they didn't fix no ruts or nothing, they left it. You know, so, oh, you're the hell, they on it.
yeah,
They were about it, so.
You're gonna have that anywhere, but
We fill it in. That takes time, effort, man. You're right there, dude.
We're done with fireworks at 10:30 at night, we fill our holes back in that pile of sand. Before we leave at midnight, we can pile them, fill them back, put it back in.
Okay, just another note, so. The water was fixed, I think Nelson did a good job, and I don't really think it was that expensive, but. Behind the roadside of the pavilion, the bathrooms. Is a water meter, it looks like, it's got a lock on it. Well, down in that, we have. Our shut off valves and our hose station. I was told by one of the town employees because it takes a certain kind of wrench to open that. Because it's special, because they don't want anybody to get down.
The main water line.
No, this is just,
It's the water line that we have for the pavilion.
yeah, it's not,
It's not the town,
it's not the town, it's ours. So,
What kind of valves is there?
well, it's just a bolt, it's the bolt that you use a special wrench on, so you can get that off.
so it's the same one that town uses,
Yeah.
it's tall ones to get in the.
No, not at all.
It's a small key.
This is just a
It
small
goes on
key.
the meter.
There's a T there.
Yeah,
Well, there's a bolt there that takes, it's an octagon shaped bolt,
Right, so it takes a socket.
It's a little bit deep thing
it's a different,
that goes on like they do the meter, the top.
yeah, we just need to get one of those.
Well,
Said we
Brian-
can't, but against the wall.
Yeah, Brian said
That's
that's-
not your water, that's township water, your
Said-
meter's out here for that.
Right.
That's our shut off, so we blow everything out, and everything
Yeah.
shuts that off.
we shut that water off.
In the wintertime.
But we have to call the town to unlock that, is what I'm saying. So today,
So they're unlocking the cover.
yeah. Because
Today,
it,
today.
If it's on township property, they ain't got no rights to have a lock on that.
we left it open because there's, you can set it on without locking it.
If their meter's out by the road, they ain't got no need to have a lock on that, was that cover. That's fact right there.
Well, I contacted them today because we wanted to spray on the map.
For our purpose.
And both of them-
Don't come in there and turn it
Well,
on.
alright,
Both of them were out of town. So Brian found a socket that would, because they're not really hard to unlock. So I had to eventually buy that, I'll put it in the closet.
how deep is it?
Oh,
Well, hell, the valve, we did it 3 foot down on the ground, past the freezing line. But the lid's right up there.
Yeah. I just wanted you guys-
That was up,
Yeah, about 3 foot down.
I just wanted you guys to be aware that it's not easy to get in here, but Brian did. He does have a socket
No.
that will work, so
I think, I don't know, I understand you guys push it on, opinion, but town has no right to lock it up.
Yeah.
That's on township property
Well,
for the pavilion.
yeah,
If we have a problem for pavilion, township does come down, shut it off the road.
right,
the town does,
yes.
but I think,
So they have no reason to be
Right.
having a key to the lock, that locks that up, we all have a key.
Right.
Whoever's taking part, all have that key.
well, it should be in the bathroom in that cabinet or something, but I'm gonna tell you why they put a lid on that, why they put a lock lid on that. Because the gentleman across the way had a hose rolled down there because he didn't have water to his house, and he was using it to fill jugs. Yeah,
Well, Brian does have a tool that we can access, and I just wanted you guys aware that nothing's simple down there.
yeah,
Well, I think we ought to have our own lock and key on it. You guys, stress yourself.
well, the other thing I'm thinking is the town might need to get in there sometime.
Why? It's on our side.
I know that, but if,
We've had a break.
let's say that they,
Shut it off, really, worse than a minute.
yeah, but it's also for splash pad, right? Or is it just strictly?
I think splash pad goes to their main. Yeah, where that old pipe comes up out of there, the old water spigot.
Yeah.
From where I saw it in the grassy area, It's where it looked like, but I could be wrong.
Yeah,
I helped damn bird blow that out on the fall.
It's right there.
Yeah, water hit you down there,
Okay.
yeah.
down.
That's what I'm saying,
splash
you know,
pad, too.
Let's say that nobody was here and the splash pad took it down.
Splash pad. I remember that.
I think the township got a key to it, because they have a key to
Better
it.
accessibility.
That's right.
Right, yeah,
So maybe it's our water line, and that
Yeah.
Yeah.
it could be.
I mean, it's not a problem, but I'm just saying
But
that
anyway,
it's
it's all-
both line day.
Yeah, whatever it was, that might be accessible.
Right,
So our town should not have a lock and key on our access to the valve that controls the water to the finish line.
well, and it's the same thing up down by the concession stand. They have to come down and unlock that for the concession stand.
Is there another meter set there?
Yeah,
the meter is inside,
and there's a meter
the
inside.
meter is inside
And
the
then that's your
concession.
shut off, our shut off, the station stand is the same hole, and we are
Yeah,
out up there.
yeah, which is okay,
Yeah, because that way you're not get down past that,
right?
put your own in there.
Right.
Yeah, I just wanna get the
But
kick
that
out.
one over there is all on township. They don't have no reason to not do that. We,
They
Okay,
don't even lock the cover. By the concession, there's that little blue one out by the edge of the
Yeah,
road.
it's not
They
mine.
never lock that,
so that's the main,
right?
That's
no,
how,
they won't, yeah, they won't.
Meter.
that's how they turn the water on the concession stands to that
But we have a separate valve up there by the concession. Or up there by the pavilion.
Yeah,
By the pavilion.
by the pavilion, he says
Oh, the
we got
pavilion,
it.
yeah, concession stand, no, yeah,
Right.
it's all in the same hole, so
Right.
yeah, we're, you know,
Yeah.
there's nothing.
But there is a shut off valve inside. For the
yeah,
main.
in the concession stand.
Just through the water,
Oh, yeah, that's right, never mind, okay.
everything goes through the water.
Right.
Well, we
It's kind of crazy in there.
yeah, we need to make it as accessible to the board and whoever's down there. So whatever's gonna take to get it done,
Part,
yeah,
other than the pavilion, that one down, or the, concession stand, that pavilion, it all be ours. Township, not have a lock on there, or key to it. Whoever's running or doing the park, that's all they have a key, that way they can check it.
Yeah.
Sure, that's right, nobody can get in there, so.
And I understand that the town has to turn the water on, I understand that, it's not like we're gonna go turn the water on ourselves, but it's, you know, it's just a pain, like today I called, see if I got out there in town, I had to bring my truck to get fixed, I'm like,
that's always convenient,
yeah.
both got to.
Sometime. When you're all here, got a meeting, got a few minutes, I really like you to come down there to the park, 10 minutes of blood. So you can just get a bird's eye view of what, how things are going down there, what it looks like, what we've
I've
done.
been into them covers down there for the splash pad, I've been into all three of them covers. And I've been in the one behind the concession stand. And it was still on the line, we didn't go there, right, in Birch, and I brought my clothes out, the rest over here. And blow that all out.
Well, they had it in their concessions, toilets, everything, froze.
All that,
They just deal with them.
And I ain't gonna have a.
well, see, that's the time, but whoever runs fall diamond for the little league or huge league or what happens on down there. That'll be part of the agreement, so when they're done for season.
Hear that?
You're at, or
Well,
we pay, you know.
maybe we should just let,
Take care of the park.
yeah, because that way
That's
it's done
part
right.
of the park. We have that take care of too.
Yeah, because that way it's done right, because you know, if they don't know how to do it or don't do it right,
Well, yeah, you should see the whole time.
right? Okay,
So,
Yeah.
Hold on. When you say kill grass, are you talking about killing grass in the infield now?
Whatever, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Yeah,
Okay, I don't think that's,
whenever we get around to it, yeah.
So it's killing the grass on the infield, I'm just thinking.
No, we do.
Oh, well, what are you talking about?
Talking about going from base to first.
Oh, okay, that's good, okay.
yeah, I didn't want you to spray.
Yeah.
You spray that whole infield out.
Okay, all right,
Agree with that.
okay.
Yeah, just dirt that's out there in the base path.
Is it possible to still get a arrow over?
Oh, yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah. That would make. You could drag that a couple times. And take out what you need in that dime.
Yeah,
If you go take all that grass out of there, I'm gonna tell you what, you get stuff a lot of time in.
okay.
And that little arrow won't take out some of that bigger weed. So you're gonna be there for a whole lot.
We wanna make it work, so whatever it takes.
Less time of money spent on it, the better. Cleaning that up, going around all the time, it's ever look nice.
Yeah.
It looked like an actual ball.
I actually started it, so.
We had, you went through okay on the 4x4, but you. I'm underneath the bleacher.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's say that throughout.
yeah. Too much money for the region, you saving the grass.
Yeah.
It's all there, aluminum is still, oxidized.
I think 4x4, we plenty with it.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
Most you can sink it in there.
So I do have one thing about the splash pad, when I asked Dan to open it up. He said that we're gonna have to put some money into it, because all the cement is cracked and there's a leak underneath of it. And he said, I can get it going this year. And he said, I'm willing to do anything, like, you know, if we wanted to add a part, make it bigger, you know, whatever. He said, I don't care, but he goes, I won't do the cement. You have to get somebody special because it has to be sloped just right. So I told him that maybe this year, he sent me a website, this year that maybe we can add something or two, you know, small things or whatever, and then this next spring, we can hire him to go in there and do it all, and
So he can run all the water lines.
right, and he has a lot of the stuff that he would donate to us.
Okay.
And so, but he said,
It's pretty,
yeah, he would not do the cement, and that'll be our biggest expense.
well, I wasn't in there, he's.
Yeah.
My old man, it's like, right over.
So anyway, that's just something for you guys to know, that by this spring, we're gonna, you know, we need to put some money into it.
It does.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
been 3, 4, 5 years since I've been down there.
It was built 10 years ago,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I think they got it 2016, so.
And I don't have anything in old business department, sorry.
Yeah, we're ready.
I don't have anything under old business, but I just want, I've told you guys on text stuff, but I just so appreciate what Brian does down there. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
so nice to have someone so interested in the park. You know,
Oh,
that they wanna paint the doors, or paint a stripe around the pavilion, and
You're not
just
be, no.
I know, it was just cool to go down there and see the stuff that's done.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it very
Yeah.
much.
And,
I think it helps out.
Just so you know, we did have somebody put trash in there, and I caught him on camera, I knew who it was. But instead of approaching them, we bought a sign that said, not public use violators will be prosecuted if we haven't had any other problems, so. So, yeah.
So that tells them there's something there, somebody watching.
Yeah, yeah.
But we still have some bandits that get in the restrooms down there.
I think.
Well, you're gonna have that.
Yeah.
We had that back 2 years.
No,
I
new
mean,
businesses.
remember ball games down there, when I remember the ball games down there when I was a kid. I don't know which ones I ain't boy, but they went straight across the outfield.
I'm sure it was
I don't know.
Jimmy.
I think you're right. I think it was, 66 grade, maybe.
You remember that far?
Let's get harder. Okay.
I don't have anything.
I don't have anything, I haven't talked about.
Well, thank you for listening to me anyway, I just want to have a little input, sorry.
Next week will be,
July 8th.
Maybe a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that for you really quick, and it's just for me listening. Is there any thought of maybe having a designer come in and looking at the whole park itself? If you're talking about adding some of the splash pad, putting in all this extra money and getting grant money, could it go even further if you lay out a plan of, hey, maybe in 5 years we do this, in 10 years we can do this, and you can see kind of some stages to grow it, because you do have the whole back half down here, it's just grass.
Yeah.
Now,
That,
does it need to be filled? Maybe not, but you can at least set it or have a wish plan in the future that would never happen.
yeah, that's a good idea, but here's on the flip side. Well, whenever their state is considered solid,
I think it would have to be done in 4 years since we all are voting for a 4 year to be. Here I put a lot of time in,
Oh, yeah,
just trying to get, I mean, Matt and his wife, he didn't know.
Concept work.
Yeah.
With consolidation coming in.
Well, I don't think it'll hinder that at all, because I don't think we're going to be really considered because we have a park and we have a fire department.
There's special considerations for the actual consolidation.
Oh,
So it's not an automatic thing. And I can't remember what all they are.
Well,
I think
Get graded by the end of this year.
right,
You'll know by December
yeah,
if you're
well,
on the job.
I already graded this,
Yeah.
just by the sheet they gave us, we have a 4 out of 4,
I
whatever their grading system
Yeah.
is.
I think there's only a couple townships in Fulton County that's at risk of.
oh.
Because they don't have, yeah, it's gonna be
Well, that's
Richmond, yeah,
Probably Richland and Newcastle.
And
would be my
Newcastle.
guess.
yeah, because there's no fire department,
No fire department,
And
it's
they-
sparsely populated.
yeah,
It's-
yeah. Because part of us aren't we already taking over a little bit of, isn't Fulton County, or aren't we kind of already incorporated into Richland Center or not? No, not
Harrison might be one that might.
Yeah.
That's one that
Yeah.
we get a little kick from that.
yet, yeah. But yeah, I don't think-
As far as all the University Center.
Right. I don't think we have to worry about that. You know,
Just a thought, like you talk about putting
Yes.
pickleball courts,
Yeah,
and
that's
things
a
like
good
that.
idea, back on steel, sit there and get that.
Be
Stay
safe.
and
If
stay.
you get the pickleball court here, maybe you extend the walking path. So
yeah,
you can park up front
Yeah,
and walk down around it.
yes,
You have to, obviously, you don't wanna go in with the paper, you wanna lay it out first to make sure it makes sense.
right.
So just a thought if someone
Yes,
designed it
yeah.
or something like that.
Sound like a good plan.
Okay, that motion to adjourn, Russell, do you want a second?
I second.
Okay, adios.
Oh, did you get a picture of that fire report?